I've got two stick PCs here. These are essentially supposed to be a full PC inside of the stick. USB stick, you can see I got a small screwdriver and a Sharpie here for size comparison. We're checking these out for a client, medical center. They're going to have TVs around in the lobbies, in the foyer, optical, like where they sell eyeglasses and stuff like that. They're going to have some TVs there so they can run specials on them. And we're looking at these as a possible solution to throw video on and just run it on those PCs as if it was a computer. They've got built-in wireless. It's an HDMI connector on both of these. They've got obviously 802.11bgn Wi-Fi, Bluetooth in there. The Lenovo on the side here is recommending that it uses a 2.4 gigahertz wireless keyboard. Obviously these don't come with keyboards and mice, so you'd have to have some solution to do that. They've got USB ports and stuff on them, but I'm going to rip them open. The reason we got two of these is I want to kind of compare and see if one works better than the other one. I'm going to head out on a limb and put the money out on these to test them for the client ahead of time. Whichever one works better, we'll buy a few of them. There's going to be about 5 TVs in this installation, and we really don't want to be streaming over Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is just not that reliable overall, so I prefer to run it, if we can, run it locally, or if we could have a copper connection, which isn't going to happen with these TVs. They're right around $100 each. One I think was 105 or something, and one was like 90. But that's the ballpark. We just purchased these on Amazon, and they're basically just test units. So let's get these open and see what we got. So there's the unit, the Lenovo unit, and it's, you see, just slightly smaller than a Sharpie. It's about the same thickness as the Sharpie. Got our HDMI connector on the end there. These both came with Windows preloaded on them. I think one is Windows 10 and one is Windows 8, if I remember correctly. In our application, we really don't care too much which is which. It's just going to push video. And we got our little quick start. Alright, so included with the Lenovo, there's a I'm not going to rip it out of the bag, but there's a little piece of plastic mounting hardware with a little 3M sticky on the back, so you can stick this to the back of the TV or a wall or wherever you need to stick it. This is an HDMI extension cable. I'm assuming just in case you've got one of those TVs where it's not going to fit in behind the wall, you've got the option to extend that. Comes with the standard little Lenovo power brick. These come with their tablets too. It looks exactly the same as the ones they sell with their tablets. And then obviously a USB. This is a micro USB cable that's going to be providing power from the brick. The unit itself has got a micro SD plug. You've got your power plug for the micro USB here, and we've got a regular USB port here for flash drives or connecting another device. Looks like our power button there, although it's so tiny I can't really see it, but I'm sure that's the power button. And maybe an indicator light to let you know it's on. So that's the Lenovo one. And here's our Intel Compute Stick. It looks to be about the same size as the Lenovo. It's tiny bit shorter, but you know, by the time we get that out of the way, they're about the same. They're probably the same hardware inside. The lights are in about the same spot. Also comes with your little Quickstart Guides and stuff. A 1-year activation of Mcafee antivirus, which, you know, not a fan of Mcafee, but whatever. It's better than nothing, I suppose. We got our micro USB for supplying power to it. We've got an HDMI extension cable. And we have got a power brick. And in this case, this is a power brick that comes with a variety of different connectors. Comes with this one, so we've got, you know, for different countries. That's kind of cool. I guess in case you're traveling, you could bring these along and plug in pretty much anywhere. But there's the US one, so we'll get that one installed. So it slides right in, and we're good to go. So we got our power brick there. Power brick sticks out a little bit. Actually, it looks a little bigger than the Lenovo one, but not terrible. Just something to think about. These TVs are going to be wall mounted, so we got to think about how much space we've got behind those to plug things in, and that's going to stick out. It's going to stick out quite a ways. This is the Intel unit. It's got a micro SD card, about the same place as the Lenovo. Right. Real similar. And then on the other side, the Intel stick is the bottom one here. We've got our power, which is much better marked on this one. We got the power button, the power input, and then we've also got the extra USB input there. So comparing these things side by side, the specs on these. Okay, so, well, according to the wrapping anyway, they're both Windows 10. They've each got 32 gigs of storage, 2 gigs of RAM. Both of them have the Wi-Fi 802. Both of them have Bluetooth. I would not be surprised if I ripped one of these open and found out it was all the same on the inside. Both of them are running Intel Atom processors, supposedly quad cores in both cases. So we shall see how much the same they really are once I get them booted up. And I'll do a separate video on that and just kind of make a playlist for that kind of stuff. So that's the unboxing of these guys, and look for the performance update once I kind of get all this stuff worked out and I start testing them on a TV. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe below.